Hey there, folks. So I'm gonna get in here. So yeah, this is Rob Draven here with another gameplay. This time I'm gonna be playing Callahan's Crosstime Saloon. As you can see, I've got some music go. The game's already going, everything. But starting this game up just cold turkey, yeah, this doesn't seem right. So what I'm going to do is this is actually a game that was made by Legend Entertainment. It's based off the Callahan Crosstime Saloon books, written by Spider Robinson, and I'm just getting everything together. So we've got it's point and click. Like I can talk. There's dock. There's a chalkboard, bar people. So there's all sorts of stuff. I'm just DPI on my mouse at the moment. So what we'll do here is I'm actually gonna go ahead. We're gonna like this nice little point and click adventure, everything. But starting here just doesn't really do much justice. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this restart button, and we're gonna watch the intro together. I've watched this several times, but just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Parabolus? Parabolus!
I'm here, Gingrenich. Here. I'm here, Gingrenich.
There you are.
How did the budget meeting go?
Ooh, about as expected.
They didn't withdraw all my funding, did they? They wouldn't eliminate such...
The cosmic endowment's been cut by 90%. Universe building is considered non-essential. It's over. It's history. Pack it up.
They're canceling the universes? Why one of my universes? What is it, bad ratings?
What they said is too expensive to maintain. Not enough return on investment.
But they're thinking in the short term. Creating these universes is an investment.
Oh, I told them that. I told them how these universes spawn ideas and cross-pollinate and artistic merit and blah, blah, blah. And they said, unless you can demonstrate some sort of infinite redeeming value to the universe exhibit, all funding will be revoked effective immediately.
So you think if I were to take a good look around and find something of infinite redeeming value, they might reconsider?
Like what? DNA? Saran wrap? It's just not good enough. Hey, it's over, Parabolus. Right-sizing. That's the word of the day.
Well, a swell and wealthy relative of mine had up and died, and I received $100,000 from the will. So a friend and I decided to convert this into liquid form. Well, I was signed out. So we started in the city, had it drinking every shitty little gin mill. That's really quite a few. Then a cabbie up in Harlem took us clear across the river into Brooklyn, where he joined us in a brew. Now he was weaving just a trifle by the time we hit Astoria at 80 miles an hour in reverse. But that was nothing to the weaving that we did as we was leaving, and from time to time it got a little worse. Well, there's nothing like drinking up a windfall, baby. We were drunker than a monkey with a skin full. So goddamn drunk it was sinful, and I believe I ain't sober yet.
Callahan's place is reowned. I'm not allowed to tell you the exact address, since the owner, Mike Callahan, doesn't want that kind of publicity. Neither does my friend Spider Robinson, the guy who writes down the stories I tell him about Callahan's. But I'll tell you this much, it exists in our universe. in the outer arm of our spiral galaxy, the Milky Way. It's on an island just off the coast of North America, Long Island, on Route 25A in Suffolk County. From there on, you're on your own. But the way most people find Callahan's is, well, they just sort of find it when they really need to. Like the night this guy walks into the bar. I should tell you right now that I'm not a detective. I'm not a spy. I'm not a leader of the Rebel Alliance, and I don't run down corridors shooting everything in sight, although I know some otherwise very nice people who do. I'm a folk singer. Yeah, that's right, a folk singer. Now, I know it sounds glamorous and obviously fraught with life-threatening situations and heart-stopping peril, but try to keep up with me anyway. I spend a lot of time at Callahan's. As a result, you are not the first person to take up temporary residence inside my head. You probably won't be the last. A few of us are accomplished psychics, and the rest of us are trying to learn. Anyway, you'll find out more about Callahan's as the evening goes on. But right now, it's riddle night. And as usual, Doc's supplying the riddles. Pay attention, because if we don't win this contest, we're broke. And if we're broke, the evening's gonna end mighty early.
Okay, 10 riddles. Everybody know the rules? Does everybody want to know the rules? Or do you want to try to figure it out for yourself? Okay, I'll be brief. And if you have any questions later on, ask Mike. He'll tell you whatever you want to know. In brief then, 10 answers. They're all names, and they're all in the same category of names, like movie titles or famous MCs. But it's neither of those. Each riddle is a series of words. All you have to do is think of other words that mean the same thing. You put the other words together, say them all together, and you get a name of something. That name is the answer. For instance, if the riddle says Christmas song, thorn, web, you'd think of words that mean the same thing. Christmas song could be carol, thorn could be burr, web could be net.
Raymond Burr.
Yeah, Carol Burnett. Okay? 10 of those, just like that one. Just that easy, right? Right. Of course, winner gets his or her bar tab refunded. All right, go.
Is there a time limit?
No, there's no time limit. Go.
Does spelling count?
No, ask Mike if you have any other questions. Now go.
Okay, so that was the intro. So the movie basically, you see two beings out in the outskirts of the universe, and they're basically saying the universes are going to be turned off because they're not paying out. And that's just kind of out there. And then we go through the universe into Callahan's, and yes, we are a character. We are a guy named Jake. We're actually inhabiting the head of a guy named Jake Stonebender, who happens to be a folk singer. And you'll learn more about Jake as we go along in this game, because Jake will have some interesting backstory as one of the little things. So right now we are at a point now where it's time for Riddle Night. So Riddle Night is kind of a common tradition at Callahan's, where like Doc here, the Riddle Master Extraordinaire, will put up different riddles, and they're all punny, or as you saw, that it's like they'll give you a bunch of words, you look for synonyms to those words and put them all together, and it turns out to spell something, and all of the answers are going to be in the same category. As he says, like movie titles or famous MCs are sample categories. It's not that those aren't the categories, obviously, but they're just examples of categories. So at this point, you can come around and just talk to people. Like, you can just you can actually go around and look at people, because like there's a bar person right there. Come around, just a few key characters. I mean, Doc, he is a doctor, the best one in the world. You can get drunk as a lord and still be able to operate and do open heart surgery just fine. Just a few more people. Fast Eddie, he's the piano player. You got Squish over there in the corner. He'll be important later on. Noah here will be later. Will also help later on. You got Mike Callahan. He's the owner of the bar. He's the dude. He's the dude in charge. Mickey Finn, not important, but he will help you a little bit early on. Josie is another very key character we'll encounter in just a little while. You see a bunch of different things coming around here. And then you got this biker dude sitting over here. He will be important later on as well. So, and there are other people that as you come into the game, there will be other people that will show up as you progress. But as of right now, nothing yet. We're gonna spin around one more time, get everybody nice and dizzy. And then, you know what? We have to win Riddle Night. If we don't win, we're broke. And as you said, if we're broke, the night ends pretty early. Because obviously you can't buy drinks. Why? Like, you can hang out at the bar, but you can't buy drinks. Well, okay, so we're gonna look at this chalkboard. And so here we go. So these are our riddles. So you have cranky, exist, bootlegging devices, grind teeth, additionally in green. Rapid fiber cellulose material, arguably superior computer. Broth paddle vagabond. Slender projectiles, legend. Irritate, occupied to capacity, lifeless. Propel with paddle, wildcat and vocal inflections. Guided, fastened with sliding fastener, face at launch ships. Correct, ancient game, Boolean, funeral transport. Portion, wealthy, woman. 4 sharp major key. Thump, minerals containing metal. So, some of these are going to be here. So rapid. You know, that might be fast or whatever. Fiber cellulose material, that's wood. Okay. And arguably superior computer. Well, you got PC or Mac. Well, if you think about wood Mac, you realize the category of this thing. And so, in this case, it's Fleetwood Mac. And so now you know the category is musicians or bands. So, broth, paddle, vagabond, soup, or tramp. So in this case, it is Supertramp. Slender projectiles, legend. Arrows, myth. Aerosmith. And we'll continue down the line. I've done these before. However, some of these I don't quite remember exactly. I gotta go back because I didn't mean to click off that, but I gotta remember. Yeah. So cross B, a still or stills, Nash, and I think it's Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. But they give you Crosby, Stills, and Nash. For some reason, Crosby, Stills, and Nash gives it to you. So irritate. So they'll just do this one. Grateful Dead. Then you have. Gotta remember. I can't remember everything. I can't remember it all. So Led Zeppelin. Actually, if I remember correctly, these are... And for some reason, it's the same answer on the last two. I don't know what... I think they goofed up here and put the wrong answer, but it could very well be. I don't know what Thump and... that is, but I think they goofed up. So we
astounding 100%.
I'm impressed.
And you did it without any help, right?
Mike, give this man back his tab, and he drinks free tonight on me.
Coming right up.
I hereby pronounce Riddle Night at an end. Jake, you want this left where you can display your genius and bask in the adulation of your devoted fans?
Nah.
Doc wheels the blackboard in the back room and everyone goes back to partying. The adulation of your devoted fans sure didn't last long. Okay. Excuse me there. Now that we have completed Riddle Night, now we have open range for a couple parts of the game. Now, so this game is going to be separated out into different, I would call episodes or different chapters. Basically, in Spider Robinson's books, each one of these stories would be a chapter, and it's a complete story from beginning to end. Like you'll go through an entire story arc from beginning to end. So the important characters here are Squish, which we will not be able to do for a little bit. We'll come around here, and we have Josie. So we have Josie and Doc. That's another one. The one with Noah actually is part of Squish's, so we won't have to worry about that. And then Mike actually has a quest for us as well. So right now we actually have Josie or Mike. We are going to, for this playthrough, we're going to start with Josie because that's the one I like to start with. But you can actually start with either Josie or Mike. And so this one here is now Josie and the like the Great Chocolate Heist or whatever. But let's go ahead and
Evening, Jake.
Officer Bauer. Is this an official visit?
I'm officially visiting, but I'm off duty.
So you're not just waiting to slap the cuffs on Alfie should he happen to drop in?
Far as I know, he's clean.
Can a cop simply go out to a bar without being hassled?
Am I interrupting something?
Nope. Doc and I are just weighing the merits of various tropical beans.
You're talking about beans.
It's my opinion that chocolate, you know chocolate, right? Theobroma cacao, which translates to food of the gods.
Hey, no proselytizing.
Yes, I am familiar with chocolate.
Doc, on the other hand, seems to feel that coffee...
Oh, well, when you say it that way, I think that coffee, at least the way Mike makes it God's blessing, is easily superior to chocolate. More complex, more sophisticated, less reliant on sweeteners and vanilla and other additives, and lecithin and emulsifier.
Coffee is so pedestrian, and chocolate has a lot less caffeine. What do you think, Jake?
Okay, so you got this. He's like, I refuse to get involved. They're both really, really terrific flavors. Okay, sheesh. If I tell you which one I really prefer, one of you is going to be pissed. So this is the one that you can pick these, but really, you pick this last one because, I mean, come on. You got to be honest with them.
If I tell you which one I really prefer, one of you is going to be pissed.
That doesn't matter. Just speak your mind.
Yeah, just be honest. Don't worry about losing one of us as a friend over something as trivial as this.
Yeah, you've got plenty of friends. You can afford to lose at least one.
Right.
Well, I guess I prefer chocolate on a more sensuous level.
See?
This is anecdotal evidence. It doesn't prove anything.
If he had said he liked coffee better, you wouldn't think so.
Oh, of course I would.
How did all this come up?
So Josie reaches her pocket and pulls a small brochure, which she hands to you.
This is from my time, Jake.
So we skim the brochure. It's an ad for a brand of chocolate I've never heard of. It also outlines the process from which chocolate's manufactured from bean to bar.
Yeah?
Here, look at this paragraph.
So she points to the particular paragraph, shoves it in your
The
face.
world's greatest chocolate is believed to have been grown in one small area in the Brazilian rainforest. Unfortunately, this discovery was made too late to save the grove of trees, later designated Theobroma cacao ultimissarum, and exists only in a couple of pods too damaged to be viable. The loss of these trees to the chocolate world can never be estimated, as they were destroyed by the Faxon Castaroga Pencil Company during its clear-cutting operations in Boa Vista.
It goes on to reveal when the grove was believed to have been destroyed.
When's that?
Tomorrow.
This tomorrow? You mean tomorrow?
That'd be the one. I think we should head right over to Faxon Castaroga headquarters in Manhattan and stop them.
It's nighttime.
Doesn't have to be. What do you say, Jake? Want to come along? You're a folk singer. You know how to raise your voice in protest against the pig dogs of the fascist military-industrial complex.
Interesting words from a cop.
You with me or not?
Okay, so you can go, not my cup of tea. Or sure, why not? Maybe we'll go down to history. So of course we're going to go with her. I mean, why not?
Sure, why not? Maybe we'll go down in history.
All right.
It's a wild goose chase, I tell you.
You ready to start, or do you want to stick around for a bit?
So now you can pick up. You can be like, oh, let me chat up with everybody. But you know what? We don't really need to chat with anybody for this. We're ready to go.
Ready when you are, JB.
Great. Say your goodbyes if you want, and let's get out of here.
Okay. So now you see we've got Josie with us, and Doc's chatting with people at the bar by himself. So you know what? We're out of here. We're leaving. We're going. So we step out of Callahan's. Josie follows us.
Ready?
As I'll ever be.
Follow me.
So she's walking out to the 25A. She's not taking her cycle. You drive her truck. She hails a cab. She goes to Long Island. Pays for tickets to Penn Station. And we come out of the subway. It's daytime.
Hey, just how long were we on that train?
So I rewound the clock a few hours. I thought it would be nice to give ourselves a running start. Besides, I figure we should start at the top, at Fax and Castaroga, and see if we can't just do this the easy way.
Why'd we take the subway? Why not just zap us here? Or are the time police not supposed to take riders?
Time we can handle. Space, we're not quite there yet. I want to go from time to time, I can do it. I want to go from place to place, I have to hoof it just like everybody else.
And here I thought you could do anything.
No, I only do a few things, but I do them very, very well.
All right, so now we're in basically downtown New York City. Got your standard pretzel vendor and condition stand. Got your meter maid writing up a ticket. All the stuff you gotta do at the hotel. Come around, you got a beat cop. Just kind of chilling out. You got this guy doing his summer clear, sell Statue of Liberty, mugs, T-shirts. He even sells fake IDs, and it's prominent. And you got this teenager watching, like, come on, we all know it. Betamax heaven. Okay, and then reader advisor, all this stuff here. But if you look here at this 425, that is actually Fax and Castaroga headquarters. So we're actually just going to go in. We're going to go to the door. We're going to go inside. So we enter the office building, go to the 15th floor. Then we first actually go to the 24th floor because we got in the wrong place. And then had to go all the way back down and then up to 15th floor. And then because we didn't, technically we didn't take the express elevators back to the lobby because you got on the first floor thinking it was the ground floor. It's not, so you have to take the stairwell down. They discover that the stairwell doors are locked on the inside. You decide to climb floor by floor, hope you find one with the doors unlocked. 6 flights and 2 elevators later, exhausted, but congratulate yourself for all the exercise you got today. You're emerged on the 15th floor and shuffle into the swank offices of Fax and Castaroga. So we are now at Fax and Castaroga Pencil Company. So you can see here, Fax and Castaroga with the pencils, the clear-cut choice. And then right now you got these people here that are they're faxing workers and everything. They're chatting on their break. There's the double doors for a Sigmund Kiss colon. There's a secretary at the desk. Go back to the elevators. Got a couch. And then we got a showcase with a plaque. Let's look at the plaque just for fun. Plaque explains this is a scale model of the Fax and Castaroga's first pencil. So in those days, you could buy 1,000 million of them for $1.50. So we stop here, and you got an applicant. You got somebody here sitting here waiting for an applicant, waiting for it. Well, you know what? What a better way to do this. We're gonna take an application. Take application, paper tray, Sleek Factory pencil, Castaroga pencil.
What are you planning on doing? Getting a job here and subverting from within?
Not exactly.
So Josie, mind we take a second application? Well, you know what? Let's fill out the application. Why not? So me and Josie take turns to fill out the applications, fictional biographical information. It's like you were a rail splitter in Kentucky before you became a professional philosopher, and now you want to go back into woodworking. Josie was a consultant for the Bureau of Planned Obsolescence, for whom she created a computer program that would do exactly what she did, thus ending their need for her. It was only years later she realized her mistake. So yes, these are like I love these ones. And so now you know what? We're gonna go into HR. So we saunter in fearlessly and hand our applications to HR manager. She checks it briefly, makes several notes, initials the applications. You get a picture taken. Applicant, bothered by the fact that we cut in line in front of him, leaves. He's like, "You suck." And then the HR manager gives attaches the photos to the applications, gives them back to you, and tells you to wait. And then she assures you almost definitely should be sometime today. But we have pictures and our application. The pictures are going to be important later. So you know what? These people are chatting. We really need to get them to shut up. So how can we do this? Well, you know what? Let's take this bamboo pole. The bamboo pole can be useful. You know, I'm gonna open the air vent. So we push up the lever, open the louvers, then open. The sounds of all the people on coffee break are all the opposite open vents, and apparently Sigmund Kiscolen's office has an open vent.
Miss Hasselblad, how long has this coffee break been going on?
Only about 5 minutes, sir.
Oh, good. Then it's over.
So the employees are chased to take the coffee shelf back to their offices.
How long, really?
Coming up on 10 minutes.
Write them up.
So this tells you the kind of person that Sigmund Kiscolen is. Employees say then it's like, oh, 5 minutes, and then they're like, oh, it's good, it's over. And he's like, blah blah blah, 5-minute break. It's like, and then it's like, oh, it was nearly 10 minutes. He's like, oh, write them up for it. It's like, yeah. So he's a jerk. So let's talk to him.
Yes?
We need to speak to you about your logging operations in Brazil.
What about it?
There's a grove of extremely rare trees on land that you're due to clear cut shortly.
If you haven't already.
And?
Well, we were hoping to persuade you that these trees are worth saving.
Why?
They produce cacao beans.
Cacao trees are not endangered.
These are.
These aren't regular cacao trees. They're of an extremely rare variety.
The vast majority of our cutting is domestic cedar. We do some cutting in Brazil, all of which is perfectly legal and authorized by the Brazilian government. I deal with...
All we're talking about is...
Let me finish. I deal with environmentalists every day, and I have made concessions to almost every such group extant. I will not now be bullied by the Chocolate Alliance. Thank you for my time. Miss Hasselblad, these came to me by mistake.
So he hands her tickets to his secretary, walks out, she tacks him to the bulletin board, and then she's got that smug grin that she's like, well, you know what? I think those tickets might be important. So you know what? How can we take them with the secretary here? Well, you know what? I think, let's read the post-it. Oh, same thing's posted taped to every coffee machine in the country. If you take the last cup of coffee, please turn off the burner to prevent scorching. Well, you know what? I don't like him. I don't like Kiscolen. I don't like the secretary. I'm gonna scorch the coffee pot. So we're gonna give the potted plant some nourishment. Figuring that bad coffee is better than not being watered at all. We pour the sludge in the soil. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna put it on the burner, and then we're gonna not look at the walls. We're gonna take these burner switches. We're gonna turn it on, and then we are just going to kind of wait. I think we can just hit W, wait. So it's like wait, time passes. The aroma of hot coffee drinks wafts by. The smell of overcooked coffee fills your nostrils. We'll wait one more time. Time passes. The stench of scorched coffee pot assails your senses. The burnt coffee smell becomes overpowering as the coffee pot begins to smoke. The secretary lifts her slightly enough to make the cords of her neck stand, goes over to the coffee machine and shuts off the burner.
Look at this. Now I have to scrape the pot again. Flagrant disregard. Flagrant.
So she shows a sturdy look, walks down the hallway with a smoking pot. Maybe we should have rephrased that to avoid any misunderstanding. Oh, hey, we got rid of the secretary. So, we're going to take the tickets. And we take the... And now that we've taken the tickets, we're out of here. We're going to enter the elevator. And we're back down. We're leaving. We've done everything we can. We're going back to the street. Oh, hey, something's happening. We got a limo coming out. And, hey, there's a new guy. Well, he must be important if it just showed up in an adventure game. Well, you know what? We're going to need some fake IDs. I mean, we've got some tickets, but we got to go to Brazil. So, I mean, I don't have a passport. Josie doesn't have a passport. So, hey, we got some fake passports. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy and let's see about this. So, a little statuette, celebrity, blah, blah, blah. Well, we want some fake ID.
I can't help thinking about how cool it might be to own some form of fake ID. Just for fun.
They're 2 for 1. Which one do you want?
So we can go driver's license, passport, a hall pass. I take it back. When I was 18, I swore I'd never use fake ID again. I won't start now. Well, we want a passport.
A passport.
I need photos for passports, and I need cash up front, 21 each. That's 42 minus 21 for the big clearance sale leaves 21.
So you count the money, he counts it. They ask you for the photographs.
You got the photos?
He answers both forms, asking for name, height, weight, other facts. You pretend to be Sigmund Kisscolin, and Josie changes his last name to Hasselblad. Vanishes in the rear of the store. About a minute later, emerges and hands both of you passports, still warm from the magic passport thingamabob you must have back there.
They smell freshly mimeographed.
Freshly what?
That's real passport stock. That's why that looks so good. You might want to rough those up a little. According to what I put in there, you've already been to Norway and Sweden.
Why Norway and Sweden?
Makes you look boring.
I don't get to carry my own passport?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Would you hold on to it for me?
So it's like, oh, I don't get to carry my own passport. Do you hand her hers? She's like, oh, no, that's fine. So, well, we've got our tickets. We've got our passports. You know what? Let's talk to the limousine driver. Where's? Oh, okay. So he's like, not the man you want. Are you waiting for anyone in particular? I'm staying at the Legs and Arms. Are you the airport limo?
I'm staying at the Legs and Arms. Are you the airport limo?
Yep. You going to the airport?
No, not right now. Yes.
Yes.
Great. You are a hotel guest, right?
Cosmic 6? Yes. I'm going to be honest today and say no, so no. Of course.
Of course.
Great. Got your tickets?
Right here.
Right here.
International terminal. Got your passports? People forget them. We get to the airport, they want me to turn around and come back.
Yep, right here.
Yep, right here.
Here they are, Mr. Kisscolin.
Thank you, Miss Hasselblad.
Flash passports to the driver, gets out, opens the door, ushers you both in.
Swank.
Yes, look. TV set, VCR, bar, telephone, fax machine. Look, a jacuzzi.
Look, jacuzzi. And we're off. So, two of you proud of your accomplishments, celebrate with a quick dip in the jacuzzi on your way to LaGuardia. We get to the airport, everything goes like clockwork, tickets go in, passports back you up, soon we're on our way to Manaus. The arrival gate, you spot a man holding this cardboard sign with faxing written on it, and as soon as you identify yourselves, he escorts you to another part of the airport where he's got an old single prop private plane. He starts chatting with you in broken English and introduces himself as Guzman. Repeated begging your forgiveness for the condition was played. You step in the prop plane, you immediately see why Guzman was so apologetic. It's not the way you'd expect the Sigmund Kisscolin to travel. Josie seems less anxious about the condition of the plane than you, but she watches Guzman closely. And we're now getting ready to take off.
Thank you for flying in my airplane with me. I know you have a choice when making travel plans, and I pray fervently that you would consider flying with me again the next time you are considering to be in Brazilian airspace. Before we take off, local ordinances demand that I tell you about the plane's safety feature. The door over there
Standing checking it out.
is meant to fall off or break in the event of a crash. Please do not sit next to the door unless you believe you can handle it. Can you handle it?
I can handle it.
Good. In the event of a water landing, please drink as much as you can, very quickly, okay? Also, those seats cannot be used as flotation devices, okay?
Why not? They look like flotation devices.
They were, but you can only use them for flotation 4 or 5 times. Then they don't stay up very well anymore. In the event of cabin depressurization, a stick of gum will drop down from the overhead compartment. And if you chew it, it makes it not so bad for your ears, right? I am Guzman, your flight attendant. Our pilot, which is also me, Guzman, will keep you informed of our progress. Right now, I would like to ask you to examine the seat pocket in front of you and see if there's one of those flight safety cards. You might also find a copy of Aging Aircraft of Today, our in-flight magazine. If you find it, that's my copy, okay? I've been looking for it. Don't take it with you. Those of us who have flown with us before are automatically enrolled in our We Cheated to Death Frequent Flyers Club. And you're back for another flight? Wow! Okay, so kindly make sure your tray tables and seat backs are in their full upright and locked positions, if your seat has a back. And Guzman, prepare for departure.
Yep, so we're airborne now. So yeah, we are now part of the, hey, we're part of the We Cheated Death Club. Woohoo! So, you know what, we've got some stuff going on here. There's a door, we've got some ranch jelly, we've got a light bulb, hey. Bunch of other stuff. There's Josie sitting back behind us. There's a knapsack. All this stuff. Well, you know what? I'm gonna push the call button.
Yes? Coffee, tea, or milk?
So it's like, what's the flight movie today? It's too stuffy back here. Can I open the door? Coffee, please. Tea, if you don't mind. You actually have milk? I'm actually going to do the it's too stuffy back here. Can I open the door?
It's too stuffy back here. Can I open the door?
No. No user serviceable parts on board.
Fine, we'll just stifle back here then. Can you open it then?
Can you open it then?
No, but the pilot can.
So yes, this pilot's so inept. He just opens the door for us. Well, so that actually you have to do. It's kind of anticipation. We can play around a little bit, but I think we'll start taking stuff. So actually, we're gonna take this naval jelly, and we're gonna take the pipe wrench. We're gonna need those anyway. So, you know what? I'm gonna see if we can take stuff. As you start to pick up the parachute, a half dozen moths fly out. You quickly drop it, realizing this is not a parachute with which you trust your life. So at this point, you know, we're gonna push it again.
Yes? Coffee, tea, or milk?
Okay, so we got the in-flight movie day. It's too windy back here. Can I close the door? We'll do that in a little bit. Coffee, please. Tea, if you don't mind. You actually have milk. What's the in-flight movie today?
What's the in-flight movie today?
No movie on this flight, but I have the Three Amigos memorized and would be happy to act it out for you.
Thanks for the offer. I think we'll just enjoy the scenery.
That is your funeral. I do absolutely the best Martin shot in the Amazon basin.
Let's push it again.
Yes? Coffee, tea, or milk?
So, coffee, tea, if you don't mind. You actually have milk.
Coffee, please.
Gooseball reaches into his beans, pulls out a few roasted coffee beans, which he flings at you. Catch him, pop him in your mouth, biting him for a burst of flavoring caffeine.
This is your captain speaking. I forgot to tell you to buckle your seatbelt. But if you put it on anyway, you can take it off now. We have leveled off at 7,000 feet. So, kick back and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Okay, well, you know what? We're going to keep pushing the call.
Yes? Coffee, tea, or milk?
Tea, if you don't mind.
Guzman fishes around on top of the instruments panel, finds a tea bag, tosses to you.
Do you have any hot water for this?
No, you put a pinch between cheek and gum.
Attempt to use Guzman recommends, but the flavor is distinctly unpleasant. You're about to take the tea bag out of your mouth when the plane hits a pocket of turbulence.
You're looking green around the gills, Jake. The turbulence getting to you?
I swallowed the tea bag.
Oh!
We have now begun our descent into the greater Boa Vista metro area. So please, prepare in whatever way your religion dictates. So, Guzman, prepare for arrival.
We'll keep
Yes?
pushing.
Coffee, tea, or milk?
So you actually have milk?
You actually have milk.
Fishes around the glove compartment, pulls out an envelope with down pads to toss it to you.
Here, very healthy.
Turn the envelope to decline it.
Suit yourself.
So suddenly the radio squawks a light. He's responded in Portuguese. Well, you know what? We've done enough. We're going to wait. Guzman hangs up the radio. Feels the plane makes a sharp turn.
Jake,
I know. I don't think this is good.
we're circling.
You are imposters. Manaus Airport says you are not who you say you are. We will not be landing until the authorities reach Faxon airstrip so they can take you into custody. Until then, you are my prisoners. You may not make yourselves comfortable, pig dogs.
Okay, so now the jig is up. We've been caught. Well, you know what? Now this is where the door comes in. You know what? We want to use this pipe wrench and take these nuts off. But the nuts aren't going anywhere because we're leaning on the wrench and it ain't working. Well, you know what? We've got some jelly. Let's see if we can put it on there. Because you know Guzman likes the rest of the aircraft. You carefully pour some of the naval jelly on the bolts. Let's work immediately, cleaning deep inside the rest of the threads, making them showroom fresh. So apparently this naval jelly is like magical and makes the rusted bolts almost instantly non-rusty. So we're gonna turn the handle nuts and we're gonna loosen them, and they're all done. So the handle's now unattached to the bulkhead. Really rusting the short bolts. And you know what? Now it is too windy in here.
What is it, pig dogs?
Don't be angry with us. We're on a mission from God. What are you going to do with us? It's too windy back here now. Will you close the door?
It's too windy back here now. Would you close the door?
Furious, Guzman leaps his feet, comes back, grabs the loose handle, reaches out and closes the door. The handle gives way. Guzman builds his arms to the remote for tumbling out of the plane.
Whoa!
Too cool. I'll grab the controls.
Okay, so Josie is now flying the plane. You know what? Guzman, we can't have him around, so we're gonna smack his hand with a pipe wrench again.
You are wearing a parachute, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah!
Is he gone?
Yes, but I don't see his parachute. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he's gone.
All right, sit down and hold on. This is going to be rough. I haven't landed a plane like this in... ever.
Glad he's bruising hard. At least we survive. Josie taxis briefly and shuts off the engines. And so now we are now in the wilds, somewhere in the wilds of Brazil. So now that we got the plane, well, we can take the map. Well, nope, it's a flight map, so it doesn't do us any good. Let's open the glove box. Oh, hey, a blue box. Let's take the blue box. Hey, it's a first aid kit. Nice. Gonna come around. Don't need any of this stuff. Always want to check to see if there's anything in here. Looks like a parachute. So it looks like right now there really isn't much else to take, so we're gonna leave. So we switch over, and we'll take border. Man sitting only about 10 feet away. You hear him clearly identify himself as Alanese, and it's now...
Kiskolin was coming here? This doesn't exactly seem like the head office.
This is true. So what do you think?
I don't know what to think, but I'll tell you one thing.
What?
Don't say this is true. You sound like a Wisconsinite.
No, I'm a Flatlander.
So there's that. So we got Ethel and Fred. Fred. No. So we've got this stuff. We've got Alanese here. You know what? I'm gonna open this medicine kit and take a look at what we got. Oh, hey, we got some. We got a small plastic container. We got some adhesive. We got some bandages, some gauze, and hey, we've got morphine and some matches. So nice. Well, we need to get rid of all of these. And I mean, come on, we're in the jungle. We got a bamboo pole. We got a push pin. We can make a blow card. Oh, I mean, come on. A pin's not going to be enough. Let's put the pin. Let's put some morphine on the push pin, and then stick that in there. So we gently slip the push pin in. Now we carry a dangerous weapon that can induce drowsiness. We should not aim this at anybody operating heavy machinery. Doing so will avoid warranty. We're going to shoot out these with it. But
good shot.
I haven't lost my touch. Ever since the 3rd grade.
So there we go. So we're going to take this map and everything. So we do that, and then we can't do anything with the radio set, but we needed this map. So we're just going to look at the map. It's clearly a map of the area. So now that we have our map, we're going to go into the forest here. So we're striking out of the woods. Line marks on the map will give you enough information to get us back to the airstrip if necessary after taking a tramp in the woods.
Hey, I resent that.
So apparently Josie was the tramp we took into the woods. We're going to take the thicket. We're going to get some sugar cane. Have a little bit of fun. That's quite a tree. Bushy little tree, bleached tree. We're just kind of looking around, see if there's any vines, a host tree. Oh, hey! Look, we got a parachute pack. So we look at that. And there's a parachute hung in the branches. Grumble shows them it's syrup. So hey, I think we found. So we're gonna reel this in. So you clump those trees, leaves, branches, spiders, and six of those other slime ones in Josie. So we get that, and then we are going to. So you notice here, hey, there's a walkie-talkie. We're gonna take this walkie-talkie. Walkie-talkie is useful. So now. We're going to go back to the airstrip because there's something we left behind. There's actually some stuff we left behind that'll help us in our journey. So I mean, well, like I said, this is kind of, I mean, I call it Let's Play, but really, I know what I'm doing here a little bit, so don't worry too much. You know what? We're going to tune the walkie-talkie. So we flip it on, and you notice on the back of that truck there was a number there. C5. So we're going to do C5.
This is Alanese. Get over here. I think there's something wrong with this whiskey.
Shocked to hear the man say, okay. Then we're going to search the Jeep. And we took out the tire iron and the Jeep jack. We're not, you know, well, you can drive everything. But Alanese is back away, got the Jeep man over, chat. And we're leaving. Now, we are done with the airstrip. We don't need that anymore. So now that we've come here, we're gonna continue on into the forest. There's a lot of fun stuff here. And you can play around a little bit with the different items. Hey, slow half an hour. We're emerging in a rocky area. Grandpa's way one side, Red's up on the other. We just found a temple. There's a leaning statue. Oh, hey, there's some stairs. There's an urn lid. Maybe we can go up. We got the temple exterior, and we can actually look up. We got vines. We got the temple doorway. Well, you know what? We're gonna move the vines. And oh hey, we got a bas relief and subtle brilliant color. And a pedestal. Well, we're gonna go look at the pedestal. And now for a fun little game. So, if you've ever played Cross, that's what this is. So you can pick easy, medium, hard. We're just gonna go easy, and you have all these. You can do some Cross this way. But here's a little trick. This game this game is not designed. You got 3 different colors, and you can kind of do this. But the reality is that there is you can play this and kind of get it. But you know there's an easier way to do this, and that's just see this help button. You click it. Oh, we do that. It gives you the help, and it's telling you how to do that. So they're going through and doing all the cross. But you know what? They also give us a little hint button. Well, hint. Oh, it put a block, put it on there. Well, you can just click the hint buttons a lot. And yeah, this is how the puzzle is solved for you. But this is a slightly different way of doing cross. So as you can see, it's actually that urn down at the bottom. But because you hint it, we get these gold stones. Well, you know, we've gone in, so we're gonna go in the temple. Scratch threshold temple into another time for the second time today. So I mean, standard stuff across the threshold. Air's cool, fairly sweet, not nearly as busty as you anticipated. Pop because of the open doorway on the other side of the room. The low ceiling feels as if it's designed for people shorter than you, and who like to climb stairs more than you do. You know, we got this tree. Well, we're gonna push the tree.
Maybe we can roll the tree out of the way.
Right, sure.
Oh, nothing happens. Well, you know, maybe we can jack it up. We're gonna use the tire to jack it up. So slip the flat end of the tire into the slot, bear down. First seems like the jack will give way to the tire and itself looks like it's bending. Then a few strokes, no, tree begins to rise. Jack's holding the tree seems tentative best. Jump pumping just before the jack reaches its height limit. Give you just enough room to slip underneath. And plant a foot on it, lean your weight into it, figuring that the tree stays up fine. If the tree falls over, it will roll just back enough for you to squeeze out the top. Jack's bit into the wood, so it's all in place. Now the jack is there. You looked it up. Well, we're gonna take the branches. Oh, hey, look, we got stuff here. So we're gonna come in here. And actually, I just realized that we did miss something. So, we'll continue on and going through everything. But you know, so there's all these cacao trees. And hey, we've got some cacao pods. We're gonna take them just because we want to. We got a whole bunch of cacao beans. So, one thing I did forget. This is something. So I'm actually gonna go back. But we forgot something. You see, I got a well, but I got nothing to stick into the well to get rid of it. Now, I mean, one thing about these puzzles, at least this one, there's no indication of it other than they're there. Like, it's something. It's a standard adventure game. It's something that's not tied down. So we're gonna go back and you know, I think I'm gonna see if there's anything in the airplane because there was one thing in the airplane I forgot about. So you come in here and you see all these boxes. It's got some nice stuff in here. But yeah, you notice how you got fragile shipping. So yeah, if you've ever lost anything, odds are it's probably been because it's in this plane. So we're gonna come in here. Hey, we got this. Oh, we got some coax cable. We're gonna take the coax cable. That's some nice stuff from the from the electronic equipment. But now we have something that's rope-ish. I mean, I don't know if I'd trust. I mean, coax cable's thick, but good coax cable's thick. I don't know if I'd want to wrap. It's also a pain in the butt to use. So I don't know if I'd want to use it for rope, but I guess when in a tight bind, you gotta use what you can. Excuse me. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna go back up. We're gonna go back into the temple. So you see me pick up all this stuff, and it's like, well, what does any of this have to do with anything? Well, we never really explored the rest of this place. So we come in here, we look around. There's the other door. Oh, hey, there's a big old thing here. So we got this, elaborate carvings. Hey, there's an eye socket. Well, I've got some gold stones in the eyes. Oh, hey, we've got this. Well, we're going to go into the room. We're going to look around.
Oh, good. That last room was a little gloomy.
Yes, definitely cheerier in here.
What's that smell?
Not sure. Something's burnt.
Okay, so we are in the room, and there is quite a chocoholic. So we come in here. Hey, we got a cauldron. Let's take the cauldron. Let's take the bellows too. I mean,
I think it's a bellows for the fire. At least it used to be.
So at this point, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do here. So we've got this stuff. So we're, as you can see here, it looks like we are going to need to show these cacao beans. We gotta do something about this cacao. Since we're here to save the trees, we gotta do something to make sure this cacao is made so that people can try it and be like, oh yeah, this is great, we need to save these trees. So we're gonna come back out here. I mean, this is what, remember how I was like, oh, well, we missed something. Well, it's a stone well. We've got a cauldron, we've got a well, but so I mean, we need to get water out of here. Well, we got the coax cable. We're gonna attach it. So we loop it through. You tie several big knots.
Those are all slip knots.
Trust me.
You yank on the cable, and then on the third hard yank, cauldron slips out of the knots, colliders to the floor. Josie grabs the cable from you, deftly weaves a pattern of small, tight knots that hog ties the cauldron perfectly, and hands it back to you.
Oh, yeah, well, if I wanted to show off.
Well, you know what? Now we're gonna put the cauldron in. We're gonna get some water. We need water. See, we're leading it into the well, and then pulling it back up. This is some strong coax, because it's able to manage this whole thing. So we got the water. So the pot in the soil, pull it out, found a cauldron full of water.
All right, we scored water. Jake, look.
Reach for the sky. Reach for the sky, I say to you. I am warning you. Reach, or you will have your own blood on your hands. Do not try my patience. Do not try my patience for a longer time. All right, don't reach for the sky. Very good.
You reach for the sky.
So, we meet again. Turn around. Take the map out of his pants and toss it to me.
Hey, time cop.
And the walkie-talkie.
Every hero becomes a bore. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Turn around again slowly.
Yeah, well, up yours too, buddy. David Mamet.
Stop suppressing a laugh. You are in big hot trouble with bottled water. I am going to get the authorities. Mr. Kiskolon, he's going to be very upset. Very upset.
Fine. You go tell Mr. Kiskolon that we are very upset with him. We are very angry at him. So you go get him right now and bring him here right away. And bring the authorities with you.
Okay. Don't go away. I'll be back as soon as I can. It's okay. I didn't hurt myself.
So yeah, he shows up, threatens you, and then you tell him, go get the authorities, go get Mr. Kiskolon, we ought to give him a piece of our mind. And he goes, okay, and leaves. So, that's the last I hit for at least a little while. At this point, well, you know what? We gotta practice some safe hygiene. So we got some cacao beans. We're gonna put them in the cauldron, and we've got now the beans are clean, and then we're gonna empty the cauldron. We don't need that water anymore. So we now have our clean beans. I'm actually gonna put them back in because I just realized we still need to do something with these beans. So now that we've got our clean beans, we're gonna come in here. I mean, what do you do? What do you do first to make good chocolate? Like, it actually tells you. So one thing to do here is it actually tells you in this book how to make chocolate. So we're gonna read it for once, since I haven't really done this. Sinful, decadent, rich. Words that come to mind whenever we think of one of our customers, the people who buy Gotevanta chocolate. Sinful, decadent, and rich. That's who they think about when they're customers. Truly one of a kind hand dipped chocolates. Because with the price of Gotevanta, we only have to sell a couple of pounds a year. Valentine's Day, anniversaries, birthdays, homeowners, loan approvals. The occasions for Gotevanta chocolate are quite simply the occasions of your life. So yes, these people are very, very cynical. They only need to sell a couple pounds a year because of how much their chocolate costs. We buy our beans directly from Brazil, where our buyers are so demanding that each year 20 or 30 local beaners lose their lives in an effort to bring us the rarest blend of cacao beans on earth. The only beans that surpass ours are from an ancient strain of the plant now extinct. These beans are lost to the ages. The world's greatest chocolate is believed to have been grown in one small area of the Brazilian rainforest. And then, so this is the same thing that they're talking about it in the spring of 1997. We process our beans by hand to retain the full flavor of 100% real chocolate. The beans are scooped from their pods, washed, and then roasted. Each bean is crafted to reveal its nib, the stuff of which chocolate is made. The nibs are ground between enormous steel rollers several times to achieve a smooth quality. Chocolate is then sweetened and conched, a mellowing process in which the chocolate is constantly stirred while being heated and simultaneously cooled by a blast of fresh air. Once molded and cooled, chocolate is of perfect eating quality, but at Gotevanta, that's only the start. Our centers, creams, nougats, occasional bonus china and jewelry are prepared according to the exacting family recipes. The centers are enrobed in our exclusive blends of milk, dark, and white chocolate and shipped immediately by a personal courier. Must remain refrigerated at all times to maintain it. So apparently the personal courier has to remain refrigerated at all times. And then they're talking about like how can you get this? You can take out a loan. They'll help you take out a loan to get this chocolate. Find out why Gotevanta chocolates are the most expensive your money can buy. Gotevanta chocolate, you couldn't care less about spending the very most. So they tell you how to do it. So the first thing we had to do was wash the beans. You get the beans, they wash them, and now we need to roast them. So we're gonna put the cauldron under the tripod. And then we need a fire. Well, we've got some sticks, so we're going to throw the sticks in the fire. Note, the following conversation has all the sparkling wit and flippant commentary removed and replaced with artless exposition and overly obvious hints, so you can see what you'd be getting with a cheaper, lower quality computer adventure game. So this is the...
Oh, great. You dropped those branches right in the fire pit. Now you've got ashes all over them. They'll be useless. What shall we do with them?
I'm sorry. Maybe we should just burn them and forget about them.
What, you mean create a fire here in the fire pit? Can we do that?
Yes, I think we can.
Oh, Jake, I'm so glad you're here to do the thinking for us.
Hey, I am the hero. It is what I do.
So the hero does this. We're gonna fix our bellows.
Is that going to be airtight?
Spare me. I'm doing okay.
Now that's pride in craftsmanship.
So we used all the gauze up to try to fix the bellows as best we can. So now we're gonna strike a match. We're gonna light the matches. So we got a small fire. Well, we need to use the bellows and get that bigger. So now the bellows patch, use the pump air to the fire. Burns brighter, higher, and hotter. Begin to exude aroma. We turn stirring with the bamboo pull, ensure they roast evenly. And when they're all colored, no small feat in the room so low light, we pull them off the fire, let them cool for a while. So we now have our roasted beans. Well, we need to use the nutcracker on them now. So we got the chocolate nibs. Well, when you look at the nibs, well, we need something to grind. Well, I don't think we have anything to grind, but let's take it outside. We're going to leave the fire going. Why not? And so, like, adventures here, if we look around, see if there's anything here. Hey! We know that if this door open, we take the gold stones. Maybe if we take the gold stones, we'll be able to do something. Hey! Door closes, we crush. Let's try that. Let's put the nibs on there. And then we take the gold stones. Pull the stones, we stop the suits of the wall, waits, counterweights, chips again, and the image quite a chuckle hollow and closes. Now we're gonna put it back in. And hey, we've got ground nibs, so we're gonna take the ground nibs and put them in the cauldron. Put our roasted beans in the pot. Well, the next step, hey, our fire's still going. So the next step on this, well, we need to sweeten it. So we're going to throw some sugar cane in there. And we're just going to stick the whole thing in there. We're not going to care about anything else. This whole sugar cane just going in whole and hearty. And at this point, I think it's time we cook the chocolate. So we're going to put the cauldron in the tripod, and Josie here is now using the bellows.
Hey, smell that? God, that's incredible. Here, we have to conk them.
A mere bag of shells.
You keep stirring, and I'll use the bellows to cool the surface of the chocolate.
Yes, sir, Mrs. Ghirardelli, sir.
It's a quarter hour of conking. Normal sweet melted chocolate cannot be any more heady. Remove the pot from the fire. And we now have a thing of melted chocolate. Well, you know what? We need to do something about this. We're gonna actually pour the cauldron in medicine can. So we pour the liquid chocolate in a small box and working the bellows. We'll have cool air on the liquid chocolate, and now we empty it. And we now have a chocolate bar. Of course, the manufacturer also melts, so that's actually the base thing for the chocolate bar, but we're not gonna do anything else. But you know what? Okay, we've made our chocolate bar. Now we need to let's go look for Sigmund Kiskol, because he's got to see what he's about to destroy. He is about to destroy something that made this chocolate bar, like that. So at this point, we're leaving. We're gonna go look for Guzman and Kiskol. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go look for them because they haven't come back yet. Oh, Temple exterior. Well, we've got some workers. We got Kiskol and we got Guzman. Well, we're gonna talk to Kiskol. We got to do this on his head.
I'd like to explain.
Explain what? The stolen airplane tickets? The fact that you are at this moment trespassing? I don't want your explanations. I am, however, offering you a choice. You may stay here and be delivered into the hands of the Brazilian courts. I believe they will be most interested to hear how 2 Americans pushed a Brazilian national out of his own airplane. Or you may come back to the United States with me and face criminal charges there for theft and fraud. My lawyers are also working on an extensive civil suit.
Think of millions you can save. Listed number Sigmund Strong suit, and he's not going to start now.
I'm going to watch them level this ruin. Once that's finished, you'll come with me. And don't think about running into the jungle. Mr. Guzman here will be keeping tabs on you. And I've authorized him to use whatever force necessary to ensure that you don't escape.
Okay. Well, you know what? We've got to convince him, and all we've got is this chocolate bar. You know what? We're going to give him this chocolate bar, and he is going to do this. One thing I'm going to say, though, is this one is a little... So the sounds you'll be hearing next are going to be a little suggestive, but have fun listening. And chocolate bar kiss Colin?
What's this?
It's a chocolate bar. Sort of.
Made from the trees in that temple.
This could be poison.
It isn't. I'll eat some if you don't believe me.
She breaks up a piece of the chocolate, gives it to you. And then chocolate's like anything you ever tasted. Crudely, the manufacturers left the texture slightly gritty, be virtually unconscious of flaw. Small thick chunk of sweet chocolate begins to melt. The moment you close your mouth, it dissolves over your tongue. Flavors intense with a vague suggestion of bitterness, yet with a predominant mellowness that suggests dairy milk chocolate, which is amazing since you didn't put milk in it. Kiss Cola, Josie Guzman, everyone fades into the background. Every nerve fiber in your body receives waves of intoxicated pleasure from the indescribable melange of flavors unfolding within you. Your reaction must have been pretty convincing.
Okay, tasty break. Hello?
Is this chocolate?
That's exactly what it is, and it grows only one place on Earth. And you're about to blow it up and cut it down. Shut up.
Josie makes a pair of Kiss Cola and spread the trees. Something about the chocolate makes him suddenly easy sell. Not only does he promise not cut down the trees, but he then vows to cultivate them and sell the pods to the highest bidder. Next thing you know, Josie shakes you.
We can go back now.
It's okay.
We got it. We did it, Jake.
Yeah, okay. Good.
Are you all right?
I'm good. Can we take some of that chocolate back with us?
I'm way ahead of you. Made a bar for each of us while you were in your rapture over there. Thank you, Jake.
Oh, my pleasure.
Touches the band on her wrist, and the world fades to white. So apparently this is the only time she can actually teleport you through time and space. Okay, so editor's note. So what follows is a rather gushy scene in which Josie extols your virtues to the high heavens. We'll spare you the embarrassing details because you know how shy you are. Everybody else at the bar, you only got 10 minutes. Of course, you and Josie know better. Josie pops out. So in the meantime, recount your adventures to the rapt audience at the bar, ending with the fact that you're not so sure the chocolate you return with should be legal. It's that addicting. You also describe the Temple of Urine. Doc points out the reason for the similarity of the hardest part about what's my end is your end. But we'll skip that too. Josie pops back in the bar more excited than ever because she says we've done it. She tells you that Fax and Chocolate is alive and well in the future, and the government had to make it a controlled substance. Kiss Colin keeps his word, up to a point. As she explains, he dies in about another 10 years, weighing in at over 1,100 pounds. They couldn't get into a cemetery. They just cut a few strategic slits in the frame of his house, let his body fall down to the basement, and buried him there. I feel great for having you help Josie, but of course your work for tonight is far from done. So, we have now completed this. So yes, after everything is said and done, because of everything we did, we created a new drug called Fax and Chocolate. Again, the Fax and Castaroga Pencil Company is now Fax and Chocolate, so we'll go from there. And Sigmund Kiskol, that really thin rail of a guy, dies 10 years from now in a size bigger than Doc here. So, with that, I think what I will do here is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to save. And I'm just going to overwrite this. This is the first. I'm going to overwrite this so that we can come back to it in the next video. So we'll overwrite. We got it saved. So the next video, we're going to be talking to Mike, and he's got a little quest for us. So I'll let this run, and you'll lose the image because it's now minimized. Let's bring it back up just so you can kind of get some more movement on the thing. I've been playing this in full screen, so that's kind of what's going on here. But just wanted to say thank you for watching. Hope you like what you saw. If you like what you saw, please bop the like and subscribe. And have a wonderful day.